Hello and welcome to day 22 of Figuary. The idea is that you watch the daily guidance video here at Love Life Drawing and then go to the Croquis Cafe channel and do their daily practice session. Okay guys, welcome to week 4 of Figuary. Now not everyone is going to have made it this far, so if you have, well done to you. And over the course of Figuary, we had some questions, especially about those 60-second poses. There's just so little time. What can you achieve in 60 seconds? And that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. If you're not yet a seasoned artist, then 60 seconds is an unreasonably short time to expect consistently good, in proportion, structurally and gesturally sound figure drawings. And it's also a lot to expect you to successfully implement a variety of unfamiliar techniques. So if those aren't the aims, then what are the aims? I think the aim is to flip 3 switches when you're doing those drawings. 3 powerful habits to get into, fundamental things that we've been working on during Figuary that will set you up for a good practice session. The first is to go from a focus on the outcome of the drawings to a focus on the learning process. Just to be able to come up with something that's in proportion in 60 seconds would require that your eyes can measure distances and angles automatically and quickly. And that comes from experience, so when you have lots of experience, the lovely, in proportion 60-second gestures start to come. But first you have to go through the experience part, and the experience is ups and downs, and a healthy dollop of frustration. So switch the focus from doing a great drawing to a focus on learning from the experience. So every mistake is a lesson, every attempt is another step forward. Do you try to see the most important lines but struggle to? That's good, that's part of the process. Do you see the lines but then struggle to get what you see down on the paper? That's good, that's also a stage in the process. And you're going to use those 60-second poses to switch your mindset from a focus on the drawings to a focus on the learning experience. So the second switch is to go from rushing to reducing. And we talked about this last week, about slowing down. So in a 60-second pose, you can rush and get stressed about cramming in as much as you can, or you could slow down and take your time to put down just the essential stuff. So use the 60 seconds to flip the switch from rushing to reducing. It's going to be useful for the rest of the practice session. Just before we continue, if you haven't already got our free guide to life drawing and our really useful newsletter, check them out at lovelifedrawing.com/lifedrawingsuccess. Also, let us know how Figuary is going for you in the comments and use the hashtag Figuary on Instagram. And the third thing is to go from conservative, which is our natural way of being when we're drawing figures, to a little bit wild. It's a 60-second sketch. It's not going to be a highly accurate and rendered depiction of the pose. It's a loose, rough indication of the pose. It's just practice, and you don't have much time, which is a great excuse to get things completely wrong and it doesn't matter. So why not push the pose a little bit? Push the curves and angles that you like. If you see a nice curve, push it a bit more. The 60-second poses is a good chance to bring out all that stuff we talked about in week 1. So if you flipped those 3 switches during your 60-second poses, then they went well, regardless of how the drawings came out. You set yourself up well for the rest of your drawing session. Tomorrow, we're going to look at the actual lines to look for when you've only got 60 seconds. For today, I hope you enjoy your practice, and I'll see you here tomorrow.